Good evening, Florida PTA members. We're so glad that you are here. I'm Carolyn Nelson Goddard, your Florida PTA president, and I'd like to welcome you to the kickoff Road to Success for the 2023-2024 school year. We hope that tonight will be enlightening, engaging, and a learning opportunity for all of us. As you know, having signed up, the Road to Success sessions are held every Wednesday, generally at 12 and 7 p.m. Our kickoff session, which is an introduction to all things Florida PTA, EC, Board of Directors, and office staff, is held at 7 p.m. in order to have the largest number of participants receive the information. We do recognize that some people work during the day, some people work in the evening, which is why our sessions are held at 12 and 7 generally. You will find throughout the year that there will be some sessions that are only held at 12 or only held at 7, like tonight's. There'll also be special edition Road to Success sessions that have to do with different topics that we think are important to bring to you. While most of them will be on Wednesday nights, you'll find them on different nights if it is something that is pertinent that we think can't wait until Wednesday night because our schedule for this year is actually quite full. So keep an eye out for special edition sessions that have to do with a variety of topics. I'll share with you that one such session that will be coming up will be from the Florida Poison Control Center. In particular, as we met them this last couple of days, they said one of the biggest problems that are facing our parents and students nowadays is the use of edibles. So we'll be having a special session from the Poison Control Center to enlighten our parents so you can talk to your children about the use of edibles, the forms that edibles come in, and how to be on the lookout and be careful and make sure that they are staying safe. With that in mind, I'd like to get started with tonight's session. We generally run for an hour, but because of the content tonight, and there's lots of it for you, we anticipate running for an hour and a half. Please hang in there because there's lots of information. At the end, we'll have an opportunity for Q&A. So hang on to your questions. We will have someone monitoring the chat, but hang on to your questions. Make sure you write it down so you don't forget, and we'll take all of the questions at the end. Without further ado, next slide, please. A brief overview of what tonight will consist of. We'll have an introduction of our board of directors members, uh, overviews of each of our commissions. You'll get to meet the Florida PTA staff who are in Orlando, who work very hard every day on your behalf. And as I said, at the end, we'll have a Q&A session. Can I have a volunteer raise your hands, please, because there's so many of you, to read our mission for this evening? Anyone? Anyone? Don't be shy. All right, Kamal, I saw your hand first. Please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Our mission is to make every child's potential a reality by engaging and empowering families and communities to advocate for all children.
Thank you, Kamal. I'm going to take a page from National PTA's book and ask you, can you share with us what that means to you?
First of all, a mission statement to me is something that I'm going to personally strive to make a part of my daily life. So part of my daily life is every child I come across, whether they're mine or not. Mine is much older, already out of school, but in his industry, he needs new children to come along. He's in the theater industry to make sure they have an opportunity to have the same opportunities that he had. So those young people who may be less fortunate or even more fortunate, I want to look out for them to make sure they have the same opportunities he had and give them an opportunity to get my knowledge that I have in that particular field or another field I have and share that with them. At the same time, I can learn from them and show them that they're not in this by themselves. We're all in it together. We can learn together, we can grow together, and together we can all be successful.
Thank you, Kamal. I appreciate that. Next slide, please. So a couple of things for tonight, our protocol. Try and keep your cameras on. We want to see your bright and shiny faces. We want to see how you're reacting to the news that you're receiving. Please, everyone, mute your microphones. If you have not done so, we will be doing that on your behalf. So don't be surprised if you look up and you see that your microphone has been muted. We would like active participation. So if you get asked a question or two, please raise your hands. Look at the bottom of your screen for your reactions, or look under more, where you'll see an opportunity to raise your hand, use a emoticon, an icon that indicates how you're feeling about the question that's been asked. We do ask when we have questions at the end that you raise your virtual hand so that I will know in what order to call upon you. Okay, thank you. All right, so we're going to get started. As I said, if you weren't here in the beginning, I'm Carolyn Nelson Goddard, your Florida PTA president, and I am honored to serve on behalf of all of you. A few members that fall on the board of directors, that are on the board of directors, but do not fall under a commission are Jennifer Martinez, who is our immediate past president, and a member of the National PTA Board of Directors. Jennifer is hosting a Sunshine State PTA meeting tonight, and therefore not with us. I am fortunate enough to have a awesome parliamentarian in the form of David Cullen, who is a professional registered parliamentarian, and he guides us on all things Robert's Rules of Order and make sure that we, Florida PTA, stay in order as well. We have two consultants, the first of which is Jabari Paul, who is our outreach and engagement consultant, and Andrew Harris, who is our financial advisement consultant. I'm very happy to have all of these people as a part of our board because they make legitimate contributions to the work that we do, that all of us do, on behalf of Florida PTA and our members. Next slide, please. So next up is your president-elect, Maxine Lewis. Maxine?
Thank you so much, Madam President. First, I want to apologize for being off camera, but I need to stay off camera to get my Wi-Fi, and I am blessed to be over the Advocacy Commission, which includes Dr. Nancy Lothar and Laura Feldman. I'm going to actually turn it over to Nancy, Dr. Nancy Lothar, to let everyone knows what her commission does. And she's also going to represent Laura's slide also. Thank you, Dr. Nancy.
Thank you. And I am chair of the Legislation Committee. And you will see here on the slide that the Legislation Committee assists in fulfilling PTA's prime mission, which is advocacy. We have been an advocacy organization in Florida for more than 100 years now. We celebrated our centennial, and we hope to continue for the next 100 years and beyond. So basically, what we do is we go through proposed bills, both on the state and the federal level, as well as state agency rules and federal agency rules. And we try to determine, first of all, which are within PTA scope, and then secondly, whether we should take a position in support of the proposed legislation or proposed rule, against the proposed legislation or rule, or whether we need to remain neutral. And sometimes we choose that latter position because we anticipate some changes either in the legislation or in the rule down the road, and we want to not commit ourselves too early. So every year we host a legislative conference that allows PTA members from all across the state of Florida from the Panhandle to the Keys, to visit Tallahassee, to take training, to hear fascinating speakers, to interact with their legislators, and to weigh in during committee meetings. And I am very happy to announce that this year's legislative conference is going to be January 28th through 30th in Tallahassee, and registration forms will be going out shortly. So we do hope that you will make space both in your calendars and in your local unit or county council budgets to attend LegCon, as we call it. Legislators who favor PTA positions on many issues want to see our faces in Tallahassee. They want the support. So I do hope you'll be able to join us. And now I'm going to proceed with the Resolutions Committee slide. And the Resolutions Committee, which is headed up by Laura Fellman, works with PTA volunteers to identify ways to better support PTA's advocacy, and there's that word again, advocacy mission, by broadening and deepening our positions related to the welfare and education of children. Our scope is basically the education, safety, health, and well-being of children and youth. In other words, resolutions are the way that PTA volunteers shape the work of PTA. To do this, the committee supports the development of these formal research-based documents, which are the resolutions, that may be adopted by Florida PTA according to the delegates' vote at the Florida PTA Leadership Convention. And this last leadership convention, we, for example, approved, thanks to the vote of delegates, 2 separate resolutions, one on math anxiety and dyscalculia, and the other on life-saving techniques. But every year in general, we present member-drafted resolutions for consideration by the entire body of delegates. The Resolution Committee also works with the Legislation Committee to support Florida PTA's advocacy efforts. And Laura Fellman, the chair of resolutions, is a very valuable member of the Legislation Committee. So what happens if you have an issue that concerns you or other members of your local unit or your county council? You can email resolutions@Florida PTA with your idea about a resolution to be presented on this issue. There are a couple of deadlines for the coming year. The initial draft is due October 15th, and the final draft, following input from the Resolutions Committee, will be due December 7th. So thank you very much, Madam President-elect, and I turn the floor back over to you and to Madam President.
Thank you, Nancy. Next slide, please.
Please.
Next up is our Vice President for Leadership Development Commission, and that is Lawrence Claremont.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And I have the pleasure and honor of introducing the Leadership Development Commission. Alvin Gainey is the chair for Leadership Development. Tony Nilsson is the chair for Leadership Convention. Polly DeLuca is the chair for Resource Development. And then we have a special committee this year, Technology. And we'll go into a little bit more what each of these committees do, in the following slides. Now, Evan was unable to join us tonight due to a work commitment, but his committee Leadership development consists of Adama Dusil, Lamia Lee, Esther Parker, Pong Tao, as well as himself, who's the chair. And if you attended leadership convention this year, they're the ones that, you know, do the incredible job of finding our workshops and our presenters so that you guys have a great chance and opportunity to learn, you know, from a variety of different people. And if you had encountered anyone who was a volunteer, this committee, or should I say, yeah, this committee also, you know, led the volunteer efforts for the for leadership convention. In addition, they also post monthly in the newsletter many opportunities for training and development, you know, for our local unit leaders as well as our volunteers. And so I would say, please check the newsletter when it comes out for these different, you know, training opportunities. And if you are on a board, it is an opportunity for you to share with your board members, because we're always about developing a leadership pipeline and leaving a legacy, you know, so that this association can thrive for years to come. Tony Nielsen.
Hi, I'm Tony Nielsen, Chair of the Leadership Convention Committee. And Katie Burris is with us. She's the Vice Chair from Seminole. Maria Carlberg is our Exhibitor Chair from Pinellas. Danielle Sanchez Arlington is our Florida Showcase. And Naomi Frierson is our Technology Chair. And we do have some openings. If you're interested in serving in the Leadership Convention Committee, just fill out the interest form on floridapta.org. Katie, do you want to tell everyone a little bit more about what we do?
Sure. So you can decide if you want to join us. We start working at the completion of the last leadership convention to plan for the next leadership convention. We help to plan, promote, and prepare that annual event for our local leaders and members to learn more about PTA, to receive current training, resources, and network with others. We'll plan with your Florida PTA leaders to schedule the general meetings to conduct the business of the association during the leadership convention. And we'll coordinate with other Florida PTA commissions and committees that play a part in the leadership convention to make sure that we schedule an interesting and fun and busy leadership convention, which contains workshops, exhibits, resources, awards and recognition, and some inspiring speakers as well. Our committee also coordinates with the venue and other convention related vendors to make sure that the logistics are in place, all the sound systems and the exhibitors and the exhibit hall and that sort of thing is in place for our leadership convention. And we also support the effort of Florida PTA to seek resources and ensure the longevity of Florida PTA through sponsorship, fiscal responsibility, while promoting all that PTA offers to children and families in our communities. In short, we meet monthly, if not more. We work hard and we have fun. And as we plan for Leadership Convention coming up next summer. Tony?
Yeah, save the date. It will be July 18th to the 21st at the Omni Resort. And this year we have elections for new Florida PTA Executive Committee officers. At our general meetings, we will have speakers who will inspire you, along with resolutions and bylaws you can vote on if you are a voting delegate. As always, we will have educational workshops on PTA, officer roles, and informative workshops on various topics benefiting the children we advocate for. This year, we're going to have 2 new events, and more information will be coming soon, along with the spectacular event, PTA's Got Talent, which raises funds for students' scholarships. You will enjoy the extensive opportunities to network, collaborate, and team build. You will have lots of fun at this life-changing experience, 2024 PTA Leadership Convention. Last year, we had record-breaking attendees with lots of positive feedback. So you need to start budgeting now and tell your fellow advocates to start planning because you don't want to miss this amazing event. See you there. That's it. Bye.
All right, thank you, Tony.
All right.
All right. Resource development. Polly's unable to join us tonight due to a prior commitment. That's very important and a passion of hers. But with resource development, basically, we find money to do the work of the association, whether it's non-dues revenue to support the mission of Florida PTA, you know, in the form of sponsorship and or grants. And those grants can be large grants, mini grants, you know, any way that we can get it, we will take it. We also recruit sponsors and exhibitors for Leadership Convention. And so if you're on the call and you know of an exhibitor or a person that would be a really great fit, you know, to bring a product that will help, you know, our local members and our local units, please connect with Polly. You know, her email is your resource.development@floridaPTA.org, you know, if they're a good fit, and then invite them to Leadership Convention. And same thing for sponsors. If you know of people or organizations within your community that would benefit or be willing to help fund the work that we do, connect with Polly. But again, money is what we are trying to find to fund the work. And it's not just for Florida PTA. As we come across grant and sponsorship opportunities for you as local unit leaders, we will share that out via social media as well as a newsletter. And there's going to be some things that are coming up shortly, but I wanted everyone to know that at this moment or right now, and with the due date coming up rather quickly, National PTA has a number of grants that are available for local units. So please go to the National PTA website, source those grants. I think there's like 6 or 7. What was it, 600,000 and money that's going to be available for a number of local units. So this is the opportunity to try and get some, not necessarily free money, because there is some work that comes with it, but it is an opportunity to help fund the work and bring some really good and incredible resources to your school community. And then last but not least is Naomi Fyerson. She leads the Technology Special Committee. I also wanted to give kudos to Matthew Maychuk, who's on the call tonight, as well as Andrew Mazzola, who is also on the call tonight, you know, for the work that they do within the Technology Special Committee. And they're the ones that make sure that at Leadership Convention, everything rolls smooth. So, you know, the general sessions, they're the ones that are in the background that are making sure that's a great experience for you. In addition, we also work to bring technological resources to Florida PTA, enhance the user experience for people that are going to the website. For our board of directors members and our office staff, we're looking at ways to try and streamline the work so that we're more efficient and more productive, so that we can focus our time on the work of PTA, and that's advocating, you know, for our children. And the slide Naomi put here that seeks to enhance leader and member experience when interacting with Florida PTA. We want to ensure a smooth convention experience for those that are attending. And then we also evaluate existing systems to ensure maximum efficiency, you know, at the best price. Also, they also conduct workshops at Leadership Convention to help you as local unit leaders embrace and engage with technology so that you can bring those resources to your local unit. So signing up for things such as TechSoup, which offers you as local units a number of discounts across a variety of products and services for a nonprofit, helping you to get set up with Google Workspace for nonprofits, which provides you with a free email, a free website, you know, the opportunity to use Google Meets and some of the other things that Google offers, in addition to possibly using Google Grants to help promote the work of your local unit. So we're here to help not just Florida PTA, but you as local units to move forward. And again, to sustain, you know, the work that we do.
Thank you, Lawrence. I think Lawrence may have frozen.
Or and should be more than welcome to
There we go.
engage with you and meet with local unit. Did I cut off?
No, you froze for just a moment.
Okay.
Technology. So next up, thank you, Lawrence. Next up, we have Vice President for Regions and Councils, Bert Miller.
Thank you, Madam President. Good evening, everybody, and I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. My name is Bert Miller. I am the Vice President for Regions and Council. The Regions and Council Commission consists of all of the region reps and all of the county council presidents. So if you have an issue or you have a question about something that's going on in your local unit, your first point of contact would be to contact your county council president. Starting at the top left, we have Julia White, who is our East Region rep. Then we have Frank Reyes, our West Region rep. Mary Benedict, our Northeast Region rep. Moving over to the right side, we have Kay Hawkins, our Central Region rep. We have Megan Hendricks, our Alachua County Council president. Then we have Tiffany Graham, our Duval County Council president. Sharon Pizlowski, our Broward County Council president. And then we have Amy Marie Granger Welch, our Hillsborough County Council president. And then we have Katrina McMahon, our Indian River County Council president. Dr. Tina White, our Martin County Council president. And we have Maria Norton, our Miami-Dade County Council president. Moving to the bottom left, we have Kelly Crumbaker, who's from Orange County Council president. Eric Gustafson, our Palm Beach County Council president. Vanessa Blazak, our Pasco County Council president. Suhaili Morales, our Pinellas County Council president. Shelly Pedraza, our Seminole County Council president. And Jen Wessler, our Volusia County Council president. Missing from the photo is our newly elected, as of Monday, Jennifer Harrison, who is the newly Escambia County Council president. We'd like to welcome her to our Florida PTA board. And that's it, Madam President. That's my commission.
Thank you, Bert, for introducing the Regions and Councils Commission. Next up, we have Vice President for Membership Development, Charmaine Postal. Charmaine?
So good evening, everyone. If you hear some background noise, I do apologize in advance can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, as I am at an important school board meeting and it's going a little behind, so I do apologize. The Membership Development Commission is the lifeline of this association. So each member of this commission plays an instrumental role. I would like to recognize, and if they just show their faces, wave, come off mute, each member of our commission. First, we're going to start with, from left to right of the screen, Denise Nichols, who is our Awards and Recognition Chair. If she is on the call, Kiana Everett, who is our Family and Community Engagement Chair. Wendy King, our Membership Committee Chair, and Melanie Gamble, our Media and Marketing Chair. So if they're waving, we would like to recognize them. So membership, we are responsible for the inner workings of membership, meeting our membership goals. At National PTA, we actually have a goal. We submitted our National PTA Plan of Works to National PTA. We have a goal of 192,500 members, and I have no doubt that we will be meeting those membership numbers. For our awards and recognition membership, some of the things that we also do is we are here to support our regions and councils and our membership data personnel in the state office, where we make sure that the numbers are sent out. We ensure, the membership data person makes sure that the numbers are sent out. We ensure that we are meeting our goals, and we give tips and ways to ensure that you know how to help us meet our goals. This month is September this month is September. Yes, September is membership. September is membership month, of course. And our goal is to give you all the resources that you need to ensure that we meet our numbers for the month. Next up is our Awards and Recognition Committee. Our Awards and Recognition Committee is recognizing you and your local units for the works that you are doing. It is going to be extremely important that you do us one favor. It was September 1st. That was the start of Awards and Recognition Month, right? That was the opening of our application. Have you done anything so far? Go to floridapta.org/awards and make sure you apply. We need every county council. We need every local unit. We need all of our students to be recognized for the work that they're doing. So we need you to do that. Everyone that's on this call, your goal is to go and see what's going on in your communities and your local units and apply for at least one thing that somebody is doing, recognize them for it, or encourage them to apply, all right? Family and community engagement. I think I missed, Carolyn, help me out. I wrote the date down, but that is not the correct date. The Family and Community Engagement Children's Week have changed. However,
February 25th.
Thank you. February 25th. Please, please, please take your calendars out, write that down. Kiana Everett, our chair, Madam President, the Legislative Committee, we're going to get together and we want to make sure that we are represented in Tallahassee for Children's Week, because what do? We advocate for children. So we must be there. It's important that we be there. And we want to see some of you support us while we're there, not only during LegCon, right? And last but not least, a mighty committee, our media and marketing. This is your public relations, all public relations things. Doesn't have a full committee yet. So if you're interested in supporting the public media marketing committee, we say come on board. But we're going to be looking at your social medias. We're going to be looking at the website. If you see something, if you know something, if you want to share something with us, please share with the Media and Marketing Committee. We want to make sure that this year Florida PTA is represented throughout this state and other states, ringing in other states' ears. So we want to make sure that we are recognizing all the work that you're doing. We want to make sure we meet our membership numbers, because without membership, we can't really do anything that I just said. So that's your Membership and Development Commission, and we look forward to seeing you throughout the months with membership development. With the Road to Success. Our first Road to Success for membership development is September 27th, where we will go into a little bit more robust conversation about membership. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Charmaine. Everyone, please write down your questions and hold them to the end. We do have quite a few presentations to get through. And we will take questions and hopefully provide answers at the end of the evening. Thank you. Next up, we have our Vice President for Educational Development, Karen Mazzola.
Good evening, everyone. It's my honor to serve you as Vice President of Educational Development and introduce you to our commission. Felita Tutt is the chair of the Education Committee, Phyllis Shaw, Educational Pathways Committee, Crystal Hayes, Social Responsibility Committee, and Asia Claremont, Mental Health, Wellness, and Safety Committee. I believe I have another slide. Thank you. Within the Education Committee, we also have Vice Chair Edeline Joseph Theophile. Felita could not be with us this evening. Additional member on her committee is Melissa Daniels. I believe she is from Duval County. And we have two persons that are subcommittee chairs that lead exceptional students, which is Enrique Escalon and Ryan Pointer, English language learners, or multi-language learners, as he likes to say. With regards to the Education Committee itself, their role and job is to just keep educating, but keep educating our membership. And throughout the year, last year and continued, there will be webinars and seminars that they attend workshop Wednesdays are Road to Success. Enrique did Family Cafe, which is Florida's disability conference, as well as our Florida PTA convention. So we hope to continue to educate our members through newsletter articles, Facebook posts, and just providing you with some awareness and resources. As a member of the legislation committee, we bring the education aspect onto that committee as well and advocate in Tallahassee. Thank you. The Educational Pathways Committee Chair, Phyllis Shaw, just this year got a committee member. I'm gonna call her Vice Chair Carolyn, and that is student Izzy Wilson. We're so excited. If you were at convention, Izzy was our dancer, and it was so beautiful. And she asked to be a part of this committee, so we are so excited. Educational Pathways is active and working and coming up with their plan for this coming year, now that it's more than a committee of one. I'm going to put a plug in like Tony. All committees need working bodies. And so using that interest form through Florida PTA is a big help. Our next committee should be Mental Health, Wellness, and Safety with Chair Asia Claremont. Are you able to be on, Asia?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Asia Claremont, and I'm the chair for the Mental Health and Wellness and Safety. And our committee vice chair is Kelly Pedraza. And we have 6 members in total. Maria, Dominique, and I forgot the other 2 names. It's just because it's hard for me to pronounce them. And but we are very good. They just brand new to our community, and we're looking forward to continue working and move forward the mission of PTA. As the mental health and wellness, we have in safety. I just want to say this: we love to partnership with every community that compose the body of PTA, and the reason being is because as a mental health and wellness process, Asia mentions in our whole being, mental health, physical safety, financial health, environmental, social, occupational, spiritually, and because we compasses all that, even the work that we put with our children forth. So we love for vision and the mission of PTA and be a support for each community, knowing that we are in it together. So since we have the wellness piece of it, it's kind of fit into everything that everybody. So you're welcome to partnership with us. We'd love to hear from you. My email is mentalhealth@floridapta.org. So I'll be more than happy to hear from you. And thank you very much.
Did you get to touch on all that, Asia?
Oh, I'm sorry, just my dog is barking. We here, our mission is our work is to continue doing the trainer series to share info PTA newsletter for units to learn and share with our members. We had adopted this slogan, hashtag for PTA Healthy Together, and we have submit content for Florida PTA website. This is something that we are planning to do to update our page. We have created mental health, wellness, and safety committee guide for kit of materials that the local units will receive, and provide resources and training for PTA leaders to support the creation of similar committees throughout Florida. We love to be able to partnership with any local unit that need guidance in regards to how to form a mental health committee. Mental health is real and is an issue that faces all of us, that we all face it. It doesn't respect gender, race, social status, educational status, it doesn't have no barriers. It's inclusive for everybody. So I think that if we continue educating and supporting not just our local units, but also our community members, we'll be moving forward to have a better future for our children. If you have any
Thank you
questions,
so
please.
much. Thank you so much, Asia. Our Social Responsibility Chair, Crystal Hayes.
Thank you so much, President, and thank you so much, Madam Vice President of our Educational Development Commission. I have the honor to work alongside the brilliant chairs under the Social Responsibility Committee, and that is being Community Service Chair Alicia Oates, our Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Justice Chair, Dr. Nicholas Nelson Golder, and our wonderful Environmental Impact Chair, Michelle Drucker, and not to forget our wonderful Vice Chair, we couldn't do without, Kimberly McDonald. Under Social Responsibility Committee, we work hard to ensure that we educate, and that's educating our community to raise awareness, which lead to informed decisions and positive actions throughout our state. We also work to support, and this is to support and include the resource tools and volunteering across our beautiful state of Florida, collaborating with our councils and our local units. Also, we work to collaborate, and that's promoting and encouraging different groups of people to work together to lead more of the significant changes and the solutions supporting our Florida PTA mission. And in closing, social responsibility plays an important role in addressing and fostering the collaboration of all of our Florida PTA units across our state, further creating a sustainable and equitable way to advocate for our children's success and well-being throughout our phenomenal subcommittees. And that's community, DEIJ, environmental impact. So please join us in our work, your work, for our children by completing an interest form today. Hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Crystal, and everyone that serves on our commission.
Thank you, Karen, and all of the committee chairs from the Education Development Commission. Next up, we have our secretary, who is over programs, Melanie Williams.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Madam President. I am Melanie Williams, your Florida PTA Secretary, and I just want to thank everyone for your continued work with this association. You are extremely valuable, and we're thrilled that you are dedicating time and much work to what we do here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am pleased and truly humbled to oversee two committees that works very hard to fulfill our mission to make every child's potential a reality by engaging and empowering families and communities to advocate for all children. Our PTA Programs Committee is chaired by Lisa Hoyland. She's not here with us tonight. I didn't see her. Yes, you I'm are? Here. Okay, I didn't see her. Good, good. And Ms. Nicole Smith is the Student Empowerment Committee Chair. So Nicole is with us. Nicole.
Thank you. Can I have the next slide, please? If that's okay. Yes. Thank you. As Melanie just stated, I am the Student Empowerment Committee Chair, serving for Florida PTA, and many of you may have met me during the Leadership Convention, and if not, I hope to meet you guys in the future. So just a little bit about what my committee does. The whole purpose of my committee is to promote communication between Florida PTA and youth organizations, encourage the active involvement of youth members in all aspects of the association, and be responsible for the selection of student awards. So I'll take this time to just mention my committee members. Most of them are not on the call, unfortunately, but they are students, so I hope that they're getting homework done at this time. So I will just give you a quick overview. We have my co-chair, Jennifer Fredericks, who is my co-chair, who is a guidance counselor here in Broward County. We have Chloe Nicholas, I always mess up her name, who is a student member here in Pasco County. We have Frank Reyes, who is a fellow board member who is really involved in the aspect of mentoring, which is why he chose to be on this committee, who is from the Hillsborough County. We have Andrea Hoyland, a past student and also daughter of Lisa Hoyland, my programs chair, who is representing Pinellas County. We have Trisha Postel, who is representing Palm Beach. And then we have Maurice Acosta, who's representing Miami-Dade. I believe we're cutting off 2 on that slide list, but we also have Hunter Caldwell representing Orange County and Taylor Miller representing Broward. So as you can see, quite a couple of committee members there. However, we are always open to taking more members if necessary, if approved by Madam President. So feel free to recommend any student members that would like to be interested in this committee by having them go to the interest form on our website and having them submit that way. But we're super excited. My committee and I are super excited for this upcoming year. And we'll have more events coming up that are directed to students, but also to county council members and just adults getting that student perspective, which I know is greatly needed. So just look out for more. That information will be sent out as needed. And thank you so much for having me tonight.
Thank you for that, Nicole, and thank you all for what you do. As she said, as the year progresses, you'll be hearing more from our students on some relevant issues. So next is our programs committee, and programs, we have subcommittees, reflections, the resource fair, School of Excellence, STEM, and other community partners. And I'm going to have Lisa Hoyland to go ahead and introduce her subcommittee chairs and members. Lisa.
Yes, welcome. We are the programs committee, and like Melanie said, those are the programs that fall under our committee. So our programs subcommittee reflections chair is Jenny Mund from Hillsborough County. Her committee members is Karen Spangler, Colleen Morgan, and Valerie Licata. School of Excellence chair is Jenny Granger from Pinellas County, and her committee member is Johanna Rabinovic. STEM, I know, those last names get me. STEM chair is Jita Raikahunadin, and committee member is Marjorie Fantalaba. Sorry, I know I'm butchering these names, and they've told me a million times, but they're all major people and great leaders serving in these committee roles. So we're looking forward to presenting our programs this year. Many of our units have already started the reflections program at the unit level, and we're looking forward to advancement within the county and state levels, the School of Excellence, looking for more schools to enroll this year and get on the journey to excellence as they succeed to the finish line and completing that program in June. STEM chair, we have exciting news coming from that committee with a new STEM award program and STEM within our schools at all levels, elementary, middle, and high school. So we're excited as the programs committee, and we look forward to serving all of you for this incoming year.
Thank you for that, Lisa. And we do have the resource fair that we do at convention. That position, committee chair position, is open. So if you know of anyone, please send them to the website. And we just look forward to positively continue our work and impacting our families. So thank you all so very much, Madam President.
Thank you, Melanie. Next up, we have Jude Bruno, Florida PTA Treasurer.
Good evening, everyone. If we can proceed to the next slide, I have the pleasure of leading our Finance Commission, which really is the heart and soul of our association after membership, because we need members to power our mission, but we also need to be good stewards of our dollars to make sure that we are putting our money where it needs to be so that we can continue to make every child's potential a reality. We have a captivating audience here tonight, so I want to take the moment to advertise our Road to Success on October the 11th. The Three Musketeers, Bert Miller, Kimberly Adamski, and I will be leading engaging and new road to success to talk about county council finances. But with the foresight of our president, we're going to be including local unit, extending the opportunity to local unit leaders to attend so that you can further your growth in our association and learn the various roles where you can extend your treasury skill set to serve our local units. It will be on October the 11th. It will be at 12 p.m. and it will also be at 7 p.m. And no, we will not be pre-recording. Each session, I'm sure, will bring exciting questions and opportunity. And I can just see Bert's ear smiling from ear to ear as we welcome this opportunity where we get asked the tough questions about how do you budget accordingly. I know we have Crystal Carrier, our subcommittee chair for scholarship. Crystal, are you here? I saw her just a few moments ago, so people can wave.
Yes, I am here. Hello.
Folks, this is Crystal. I want you to remember the name. She is our scholarship subcommittee chair. They've had at least 2 meetings so far. So she will be releasing our scholarship application as soon as the committee does a final review. But she and her team goal this year is to beat last year's goal in terms of the funds that we raised for scholarship, which was over $11,000. Her team beat a 4-year high for us in terms of raising monies for our student scholarship program. So as Tony mentioned earlier about attending our Florida PTA convention, we truly want you to attend, but when you come, make sure you bring every nickel, every penny in the sofa and in the center console of your car, because we want every single inch of those dollars so that we can raise money so that her committee can continue the good work. Crystal, is there anything else you'd like to say about scholarship this evening?
I just want to thank my committee by name that works right under me. Abby Sanchez from Seminole County School Board. We have Tiffany Wright from the office staff of Florida PTA, and Norma Mays that help, if I said that last name right, Mays, that help work with me throughout the year.
Absolutely. And we want to give a shout out to the past, one of our past committee members that work with this committee, Polly DeLucia, who's not here with us this evening, for the work that she has done with the scholarship committee as our resource development chair. I don't want to belabor, folks. We have, again, an engaging opportunity to have robust conversation about finance on October the 11th. But if you have a burning question, just send them all to Bert. I'm just kidding. You can send them to treasurer@floridapta.org or to compliance@floridapta.org. That is our Kimberly Adamski's email in the state office. And we will be happy to assist you with any questions that you may have. But if you heard it here first, join us on October the 11th for engaging session on finance with our county council treasurers and any interested local unit. Madam President, I'll kick it back to you.
Thank you, Jude. All right. So some of you may know that Florida PTA owns a building in Orlando, which means all of you are property owners. And the people who work in that office every day are staff who are dedicated to making sure that not only are our members well supported, but that many of you who are local unit leaders, county council leaders, are supported as well. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our office manager, Robin DeMar.
Thank you, Madam President. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. I am Robin DeMar, the office manager, and like many of you, I am a child advocate. I have the privilege to be a contributor to the amazing work that Florida PTA does by closely working with the President, our Madam President, the Executive Committee, the board, and the Board of Directors. Some of my responsibilities include maintaining Florida PTA compliance, financial and bank account management, business development, contract management, maintaining our standards of affiliation as required by National PTA, building maintenance, office management, advising on committees, leadership convention preparation, and supporting all of our local units. This all takes place at the state office alongside 4 amazing women. But before I introduce them, let me share some cool facts about the state office. The state office is located in Orlando, and it's in the current location, and its current location opened January 2nd, 1969. It is equipped with offices, meeting spaces, and an auditorium which can be utilized by PTA or county councils. Our annual Board of Directors meeting takes place at the state office. It provides storage for our leadership convention supplies. It houses thousands of historical artifacts. It's where we maintain the files on all of our local units, and it's where the staff and I come together to support you and advocate for all our children. Now I would like to take a moment and introduce these phenomenal women. Joining us today to tell you more about the roles and responsibilities is Susan Kasarek, our communications coordinator, Tiffany Wright, our bookkeeper, Heather Tisco, our membership data coordinator, and Kimberly Adamski, the compliance coordinator. And we'll start with Susan.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Susan. My title is Communications Coordinator, which is pretty self-explanatory. I'm in charge of sharing and disseminating the communications of the association with all of you. We use Constant Contact for sending our kit of materials, newsletters, press releases, and various announcements. If anyone has unsubscribed, don't do that. If you have, you will not be able to get anything from us, and I cannot bypass that. So if you're not receiving things, check with me. I'll let you know if you've been unsubscribed and we can get you set back up. We want everyone definitely to have that kit of materials. We also use the communications feature in Member Hub /Givebacks. We send information, just more concise things like the Road to Success reminders, maybe roundtable reminders or open mic reminders, things like that through Member Hub /Givebacks. We have action alerts that we send via Voter Voice, which is a really cool platform because basically Nancy and Maxine and Carolyn all put together action alerts that send them to you, and an email is already pre-written for you. And with a click of a button, that will go to your congressman, whether it's national or state level. All the work is done for you. You click a button, and your voice has been heard collectively from the association. So it's very easy. So if you see something through Voter Voice, it's a really cool tool. I also maintain the social media accounts, which are down at the bottom of the screen there. Please like us, follow us, share us, anything you want. On the YouTube channel are all that houses all of our old Road to Success recordings. So if you missed something or you're really looking for something that maybe you're interested in, check the website or check the YouTube channel and see if it is there. Those are also listed on the website on the Road to Success page. It'll link you to the YouTube channel. And lastly, I handle registration for leadership convention, making sure everyone's using the appropriate number of delegates and, everything in preparation for registration for leadership convention. And that about sums it up. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. And now we're going to hear from Tiffany Wright, our bookkeeper.
Hello, everybody. And good afternoon. I am the bookkeeper at the state office. I think you can see my slide. I check and verify all invoices and receipts. I also receive all your expense reports. I get them paid out in a timely manner. Also do weekly billings. I keep up with all the bills that we have at the state office. I process all the deposits, all your membership checks that come in. They're verified through membership. Once Heather finished them, she gives them to me and I do all the deposits for the week. I'm also do the restricted money that come in that you guys donate. I keep a schedule for that. I also do the general ledger for financials that are given to the board every month. I also do process payroll. I also do reconciling member hub payments through our bank account. I do financial reports, which is given, again, I think I said that already, sorry about that. I complete all the reconciling of all our banks. I do year-end audit, and I also do the 990 information for the whole state. Also work with the treasurer to complete budgets and cost analysis. And I love, and you guys, if you ever want to see me at leadership, you can find me anywhere that you see scholarship baskets. Look above the baskets and you'll see me. And I also love to help with the budget committee, assisting Jude with trying to get these numbers right for the budget every year. If you need to see me, my email is listed there and my phone number and my extension 303. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany and Susan work a lot more behind the scenes, but these next two individuals, you may touch them a little bit more. They work a little bit more in the forefront. And so now we're going to hear from Heather Tisco, our membership data coordinator.
Robin, Kimberly's up first.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll have Kimberly Adamski.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So glad to see everyone here tonight. I am your compliance coordinator at the state office. I assist you with your bylaws, a lot of the compliance items that you guys have. As you can see on the screen, when bylaws are submitted, in order for them to be approved, we need these specific things accomplished, like only one box checked, and they need to be signed and dated. If you want to go to the next slide. After that, I also assist with the determination letters. If you go to the floridapta.org website, under running your PTA or PTA leaders running your PTA, there's a section there for forms. If you need legal banking letters, donation letters, special, sales tax exempt letters or letters even for Stripe, I will also assist with those, getting those out. And there's also a number on the screen that you can write down if you are, every 5 years, the sales tax exemption certificate will automatically renews from the Department of Revenue. If you don't receive yours within 30 days of the renewal, you can contact that verification and status department and ask them to send you another copy. Next slide. I also assist in reviewing the audits. So when audits are submitted, I review that all the information is correct, and then we log that onto our database so that we have that for future boards, so that should there ever be a time that, you need to know what was done the year before, you don't have the records, we can assist with providing the information from the year before from the audit. I also assist with the 990s, which I think is on the next slide. And we review those, which I know those can be a little overwhelming because it's IRS, but it's very simple to do your postcard. If you make under the 50,000, it's literally 5 minutes. If you need help with that, you can contact either your county council, which is the first go-to, as Bert had mentioned. That's where, because they are really good with that. And then if for some reason there's a reason you can't log in or whatever, you can obviously always contact me at the state office. But those 990, ends under that 50,000 mark are super easy. And then the 990 easy, I know the form looks a little scary, but it is really actually super easy. So as long as you're keeping those records and those monthly treasurer's reports that you're, providing, like, it is awesome, easy to do. And you can also contact your county councils for assistance or me at the state office. And last but not least, if you ever get any IRS notices, please don't hesitate. Pick up the phone, call me, send them to me, email them to me at that compliance@floridapta.org. I will take care of it. We can work together. It is a super simple process. You don't need to spend an hour or two on the phone with the IRS. I can handle that and take care of that for you. Just give me a call or send me an email at that compliance@floridapta.org. Thank you.
Thank you, Kimberly. And this next individual, you'll hear her remind you about submitting your new and returning officers. We're going to hear from Heather Tisco. She will tell you more about what she does.
Hi, everybody. Yes, my name is Heather Tisco. I'm the membership data coordinator for the Florida PTA state office. Yes, Florida PTA has a database where we keep all your records of officers for every year, the dues that you submit. I also work closely with Member Hub Givebacks on their their database for you guys that you guys see in the forefront. If you have any questions, by the way, about that, you can talk to me or email me, and I'll try to help you with anything that you need with that. So whenever you submit the officers through the website, those go to me. When we receive the submissions, the local units are checked and verified for their PTA ID, the EIN number, the school name, address, and all relevant officer information. We also check for the home address, email, and phone number for each officer that was submitted. This is required by the IRS. So if you get an email from me saying, hey, we don't have your home address, as soon as you can provide that, the better, and then we can add you to the Member Hub Givebacks website, and you can get off and running, creating your store, selling memberships, selling t-shirts, whatever it is that you guys need to do to get up and running for the school year for your PTA. If there are change of officers after you've done the new and returning officers list, please submit through the change of officers form, which if you can't find it on the website through that link, it's also linked through the new and returning officers. There's a paragraph that has a link to take you to the change of officers portion of the website to update us on, you changed the treasurer, or maybe a secretary left and your board needs to appoint somebody. Please let us know so then we can get them updated in our records. They can get the kit of materials and then also have access to the Member Hub site. The next one is the dues. So the dues, when they come to the state office, they're sent monthly as collected. And this is done either through the Member Hub Givebacks website or a check mailed with the dues form to our state office. If you're going to do them through the website and you can't log in, it's going to be just the president or the treasurer has the ability. Nobody else on your board will have the ability to send a dues payment through ACH and Member Hub. If you don't see the button that shows to send the payment, check and make sure that the email that we have on file is the same one then as the one that you're logging in with. And also, if you haven't put your members into Member Hub, they're not going to show up, so it won't take a payment for an amount that is not put into the website. And then the dues also, I know this is a misconception, but they're not automatically sent to us. You do have to press the button to send to us because we do give you the option of sending a check, which saves you that $2 fee that Member Hub charges. All right, another thing that I do is the weekly reports. We send weekly membership due reports to the county councils and region reps. We send officer lists and the status to the county councils and region reps to make sure that everything's going good. If you have any problems, they'll reach out and see how they can assist you. I also send monthly reports to the national PTA. This is attached to your local unit, and it'll tell national, hey, this local unit paid this many dues for the year. So that they're updated, they know that you're active and in compliance, and they can help you with getting those grants and those scholarships that national actually provides. More stuff. So like I said, I'm a contact for Member Hub and Givebacks. We work together with their database. I collaborate with the compliance coordinator on the local units, including your new charters, your reinstatements. I also help in the office if Kimberly needs help with audits and 990s, because I know she gets overwhelmed with a lot of that. Excuse me. I work with the membership and award committees and convention preparations.
Thank you, Heather. And so you see, those are the individuals in the state office, and we've shared with a little bit about what we do. And it is audit season, membership season, so we are pretty busy right now, but we are here to support you. And so thank you. And I'll turn it back over to you, Carolyn.
Thank
Madam
you,
President.
Robin. Thank you. Thank you, everyone who presented this evening and provided us with much needed information about how our commissions function, the roles of our committees and subcommittees, as well as the role that each of our staff members play in making sure that we, the leaders, as well as the members of Florida PTA, are on the right track to making sure that we connect our members to the services that we provide. So I said that we would take a few questions now. I did see a question in the chat earlier from how do we sign up for the 10-11 Road to Success? So what happens is after tonight's Road to Success, tomorrow you will receive a constant contact email that has the link and the subject matter for the next week's Road to Success. We also have a new feature on our website on the landing page, which is our calendar. And you can also go there, click on the Wednesday time that you're interested in joining the Road to Success, and you'll be able to register for whichever time or both times of the Road to Success that you would like to join. So either look for the constant contact notification on the Thursday mornings, or go to our website, to the calendar, and the links are there prior to that Thursday, and you're free to sign up. The one for 10/11 will be posted very soon. I think the next two events are already there. Next week, we'll be hosting a presentation by AIM Insurance, where you'll learn about not only the types of insurance you need as a local unit or county council, but how to protect yourself with insurance. So I hope that you will sign up for that, because many districts, school districts do require insurance, and you want to make sure that you're covered in the event that something happens. Are there any other questions? Please raise your hand so we can make sure that we don't miss you if you've added something to the chat. Okay, Ellie, please come off mute and share your question with us.
Hi, thank you. So I am hating life that I couldn't make the Saturday meeting that took place. And I was hoping that in signing up for these meetings, I would kind of make up for the information missed. And I don't know if that's accurate. So I kind of wanted to see if like my strategy was delusional or a little bit more on point. If I have a lot of learning to do. I don't have a lot of support. And so, but I want to get things done better and do a lot more things. And so I was, am I on the right track with trying to make up for it with these meetings, or is there
So
another
perhaps,
meeting to make up for it?
tell me what county you're from, Ellie.
I am Miami-Dade County. I know that Maria Norton is our council.
Yes. So you're talking about the training that took place just this past Saturday, right?
Correct.
Wow. So you missed a really awesome day.
I know.
All of our county councils host training in the fall when school starts to get all of our members acclimated with their different roles, with the things that they should be doing in order to have a successful PTA year. I would suggest that you reach out to Maria directly to talk about what upcoming trainings will be taking place, because there are perhaps some makeup things that they have planned in Miami-Dade, as do probably most of our counties. We have a number of county council presidents on the call this evening, along with our vice president of regions and councils. But I suggest you reach out directly to Maria, and that she will most likely be able to help you get started.
Okay, thank you. I will do that. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. The next hand that I see is Audrey Stewart. Hi, come off mute, Audrey, and share your question with us.
Hi, sorry about that. I am a board member from a PTA in Lee County, and I am part of a newly elected board. So we have 4 all new, brand new board members, and we have been operating as a PTA as one way, but I'm finding out that we are supposed to be operating actually in another way, and just to find out like what actually PTA is and what our mission is. And I am wondering if there is a possibility to have Bert maybe have a phone call with my team to kind of figure out some of the things that we're having an issue with right now with funding, and funding specifically for things that don't necessarily seem to qualify under our guidelines. But as a board, we are not all on the same page about. Would I reach out to him specifically for this?
So thank you for your question, Audrey. Lee County is one of the counties where we don't have a county council. So you actually have a region rep. So if you reach out to Bert, he will connect you with your region rep. And I'm sure between the two of them, they'd be happy to sit with you and the rest of your board, and also get you on the path that you want to be on in order to be successful.
Madam President, that's actually me for the South, because that's
okay. So you got Bert for double coverage there, Audrey.
Yeah, Audrey, if you can reach out to me, and then we'll talk. If you want to give me a call tomorrow, you can. I'll put my number in the chat.
Thank you. That would be great because I did email, but I hadn't heard back yet, and so a phone number would be awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Audrey. Melina, you're up next.
Well, hello.
Hi.
We are new also, and I see on the like give backs where PTAs can set up a website and that sort of thing. Do we have to get a domain, or I mean, what do we do that
What's
on
your
our
next
own?
step, right?
Yeah.
All right. I don't believe Valerie Licata, who actually works for Member Hub, is on the call tonight. Bert, would you like to take this?
What was the question again?
Well, on Member Hub, they ask you to, they tell you you can create a website and everything, but typically if to have a website, you have to have a domain. Do we have to go out and select or find a domain, or are there domains that are available, or how exactly is that going to work?
If you set it up through Member Hub, it'll be in the it'll be through them. They have a platform you can set a website up through and create a website right in Member Hub.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So now we'll figure that one out.
If you want, I can put Valerie's link for her calendar in the chat, and you can schedule a meeting with Member Hub and they can walk you through setting up a website.
Actually, Amy Marie just posted it. If you'll check the chat, Melina, it's right. Thank you, Amy Marie.
Thank you.
All right. Are there any other questions? Did you guys find this information helpful? I'm seeing some nods. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. We always want to make sure that we start the year off right by making sure that you know who to contact, just as the last couple of questions showed, for your questions and for some perfect answers. Lawrence, you had a question?
Yes, there were some questions in the Q&A. We had Mietis that said something about, I guess when we were talking about awards, she wanted the link. The link was posted in the chat for the awards applications. Christina Bravo had a question. She said that the website states the treasury training is 10/4, not 10/11. And she wanted to confirm the date. I believe Jude said it is 10/11, so we may have to update the website to reflect that.
Thank you, Christina.
And Audrey Stewart had a very good question. How are PTAs set up for distribution of funds? And how do they set up their mission statements to show the community where the money is going?
All right, let's call on our treasurer to respond to that one. Jude, you still with us?
I sure am. I was changing the diaper. Can you repeat the question?
All right, this is from Audrey Stewart. The question is, how are PTAs set up for distribution of funds? And how do they set up their mission statements to show the community where the money is going?
So PTA is a child advocacy. We are an advocacy association. So it should not be a practice of us distributing funds. And we only, our funds are not to be distributed unless we are donating to a particular program that meets our mission. And our mission is what we should be demonstrating to our membership, which is making every child's potential a reality. Our bylaws clearly, our local unit bylaws specifically outlines our purposes and how we do that. Does that answer her question?
So you're saying that they wouldn't be setting up their own mission statement, that the mission statement is throughout our organization based on what National has established as their mission statement?
Correct.
And also, we only fundraise to support our programs, and that's the money that should be distributed throughout the school?
Correct.
Okay. Did that answer your question? Is she still with us?
Yeah, I still see her on, so I have to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sort of. So I was really referring to like I think I understand, but I mean, does this also mean that we can fund, you know, say field trips and that type of thing?
So Audrey, have you received the kit of materials?
Yes, and according to the kit of materials, I believe the answer is a no.
Because we cannot benefit one class, and that doesn't mean grade, but one category of member over another. If you have additional or specific questions about that, I invite you to reach out to our treasurer at treasurer@floridapta.org. Or you can check with the office and they'll be happy to help you as well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Audrey, you and I can go over that when we'll have a meeting tomorrow if you want.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Well, I don't know about all of you, but I thoroughly enjoyed tonight. It is great to see so many new people on. And even though I've been a part of PTA for a while, I always learn something new, whether it's from our staff, from our committee, subcommittee members, or from our commission leaders who are your EC members. I encourage you as leaders to always continue learning. None of us knows everything, and all of us has something to learn. So make it a practice to be a lifelong learner, not just about PTA, but about leadership. Invest in yourself, your own personal and professional development. Take classes, check out our newsletter that does indeed have resources for you to get sometimes certifications that cost little or nothing, but always classes that will help develop you as a leader. So thanks for joining us this evening. I look forward to all of you joining future Road to Success sessions, and make sure that you're sharing the information that you receive. Each of our Road to Success sessions is posted to our website within a couple of days of the event happening. So if you or someone you know want to review or see it for the first time, click on our website on Road to Success, and you'll be able to see a link there where you can rewatch or watch for the first time what we've shared. Until next week, I wish you all a wonderful evening and a wonderful remainder of the week. Good night, everyone, and thanks again for joining us.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Daddy's program.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining.